Yeah, I know we're off in the month of May, right? And I know everybody's tired of this because this has been something that everybody's been talking about. And I've been talking about it for a while. Before I keep going again, y'all know my cat could come in and meow. I doubt it. Also, you're going to hear construction from next door because these people can't resist constantly tearing their house up and fixing it. So it's always something with them 7 days a week. So I apologize for that. Okay. Sorry, I'm not sorry to purport this because it is what it is. It's the month of May. And this is not the time for you to be partying, be out having too much of a good time. I'm not saying not live your life. If you're going to do things, find economical ways to do so, okay? Because what's going to happen is what's happening in trucking right now will affect all of your lives. Whether you choose to pay attention or not, it's going to have some effect on you. So I'm going to bring up some articles, and I'll start with the first one, which is obvious. I'm not obvious, obvious. There I go, already making my own words up. This one should be a no-brainer to people. And I think this one stems more out of desperation. If somebody starts taking goods off of trucks and trains, they can go disperse throughout the country and sell those same goods at either a cheaper price or a higher price. This is going to be some people's new hustle. I will take from the ports and then I will go ahead and resell it to the price that I think it should be. I think this one is self-explanatory. Like the few trucks that are moving from certain ports have to just be careful. I don't know if truckers are allowed to be armed. Mr. Burns can speak on that because I am not too sure. But there's already concern that trucks coming out of certain ports could be met with some type of like foul play or some type of theft or something based on the desperation of what's going on in society right now. I would argue that if you go to stores and you still see things on shelves, shelf stable stuff, even if you want to get some of your non-shelf stable stuff, like frozen vegetables, stuff like that, you still have a little bit of time to get that stuff. Because from my observation this morning when I went into the grocery store, things are getting bad, but it's not so bad that you don't have time. So before theft starts, stuff that you know can sit on shelves for long periods of time, things you know that you can freeze for a couple of months and versatile like your meats and stuff, you might want to get on it. Because after you start buying stuff, once it hits the fan, you're never gonna know if what you're buying may have already been stolen from someone else's truck, because that is common. And again, stealing from long haul trucks isn't a thing that's new. We know that happens. I just think that the theft is going to increase and that it's going to turn into well organized rings. The problem is the reason it affects you directly is that they'll on those trucks may be well needed supplies, and you're gonna lose them because somebody's gonna disperse it and sell it somewhere else to make them a hustle and a profit at your expense. It's coming. The next two articles will pop up in tandem. The layoffs is also something that should be obvious to you. And the reason that the layoff should be obvious is that right now we're not driverless, which is going to be the third point, and we'll get to that in a minute. See, large amounts of layoffs at companies should affect you because you were accustomed to certain things. And when those goods are not moving, things that you like, and truckers aren't moving those things because of mass layoffs, scarcity is going to bring the price up. And as is, people are squeezed. I know this morning when I was in the grocery store, they had an abundance of eggs, but gave a warning that due to avian flu, that abundance is about to probably run out, at least at my local store. The eggs I have in my fridge now will probably be the only eggs my husband and I eat for a while. We can go weeks without eating eggs. It's nothing for us to give that up. Which is why one of my subs, if you're new to my channel, Vegan Kings, I told you all to start learning vegan baking and to do shelf stable stuff. Now, if you want to get powdered eggs, that will work for you as well, and learn how to bake with those. But this is gonna get bad starting in May, and you may not see it till right before Memorial Day weekend, going into around, but by Juneteenth you're gonna see it. Those are my two markers that I'm going to have. By Juneteenth you will see it. Okay, so the fact that less trucks are moving, which means less goods are gonna come into your area. And now I'm finding out that some people are making it difficult for truckers to park overnight and even get rest. It's like there's a disrespect. And I talked about this a year ago, that the disrespect to truckers was going to come back and bite most people in the behind. Last and certainly not least, certainly, I keep saying certainly, y'all, my bad, and certainly not least, we knew this one right here was coming, right? What's scary about this is a company in that area is testing driverless from Houston to Dallas. We all knew that driverless was going to come to the big national brands, right? But for driverless trucks to have been tested, because this article is being deceptive, this is explicitly talking about the Houston-Dallas area. See, the reason this is scary is because now we know local trucking companies are also looking to automate. And the reason that that is scary is that that means the entire industry is affected. So then there's truckers losing more jobs. There are trucks moving with no one in them. The loss of jobs is scary, but also how it just means that because a truck is driverless, what does driverless entail? Does that mean someone can hack that truck and take it over and make it disappear? What tracking devices are going to be put on it? What policies or whatever will be in place to ensure that a driverless truck does not get robbed? Because come on, human nature is human nature. Someone's going to learn how to hack these trucks even without a driver quotation marks in it. What point am I trying to make with this quick video is that this stuff is moving faster than you all know. And truckers losing their jobs affect your life whether you choose to believe that or not. So what am I telling you? You still got a little bit of time to prepare for what's coming. So you need to start getting ready and be prepared for a future where things aren't going to come as easily as they once had. Because for the trouble we're in, getting rid of certain leaders is not the solution. This isn't something that's going to fix itself overnight and within a year. This is something that has probably been brewing for a while and won't get any better. All right, sit down, make yourself a list, know what your family's going to need, even with food that you need to learn how to grow. Because come on, you're going to have to grow some stuff, okay? Even on a small space, on a small patio, learn how to grow some tomatoes or something. See what you all like as a family and be prepared for what's coming.